So right now it is Monday afternoon in Germany. I have no idea what the Young Turks are gonna do today. I don't know what stories they're gonna cover, but I would bet my life that they're gonna cover this biker gang incident in Texas, in Waco.
A motorcycle gang shootout in Waco, Texas, Sunday afternoon left 9 dead, 18 wounded, and over 160 under arrest. It was between rival motorcycle gangs. This is like something out of a movie, but it actually happened in Texas over the weekend. At one point, as many as...
Now I am shocked and appalled at first of all, the fact that they call themselves a news outlet, a news organization. That is a total joke. If they are a news organization, then all of us are news organizations because we can all Google something. I can read an AP wire just as good as anybody else can. They have about 5 progressive websites that they get their news from. And then they just regurgitate that like a mother bird barfing up a worm. And all their little baby bird followers just, nyah, 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 give me that, give me that. Give me that secondhand shit. Give me that propaganda. I love it. So the question becomes, what is the criteria for them to actually choose to do a video about something? Because they overlook huge stories. I mean, first of all, the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. That is scandalous that they didn't do a story on that. Then you have 40-something people being killed on a bus in Pakistan, shot in the head. It was an unthinkable thing. It doesn't get covered by the Turks. There was a secular blogger who was macheted to death in Bangladesh, the 3rd time this year. It didn't get covered by the Turks. There was a terrorist attack that was planned in Germany, in Frankfurt, that got derailed at the last second. It's not covered by the Turks. There's attacks in the Muslim world, the violence with Saudi Arabia and Yemen, not covered. This stuff comes and goes, and these people couldn't care less because they're looking for the next story that fits in with their agenda. They're looking for a KKK story. They're praying to God that Elton Simpson was white. And guess what they have now? They have white people did something bad. So let's look at the list. Look at the progressive agenda. And this is why stories like this get airtime on this network. It's because it doesn't just satisfy one of their urges. It's not just a way for them to overhype and try to sell their minions again on the same goddamn talking points. When you get a story like this, for them it is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. In this case, they're killing 4 birds with 1 stone. Why? Because look at it. Look at who we're talking about. These are white people. Okay, so at any time, the Browns and the self-hating whites over at the Young Turks, they're going to disparage white people. They're going to jump on that. They're not going to do a story about South Africa, about the Zulus in South Africa who are xenophobic and who are attacking and killing Nigerians in South Africa, and all of it's being policed by black cops. Fuck no. Where's their angle? They have no angle. How can they hate on white people in that situation? Oh, they'll find a way. They'll bring up apartheid within the first 10 seconds, even though it's been 20 years. But when you get white people involved and you get white people doing something bad, oh man, it's getting coverage. Because it's a chance to not talk about Muslim violence. And therefore, it is a defense of Muslim violence. It's an attempt to say, look, we have biker gangs in Waco, we got Muslims doing some things. It's about even. So you have fuck white people, they're racist, especially in Texas. That goes double for Texas. You have defend the Muslims, because let's cover violence that is not Muslim related. So let's tiptoe, let's hurdle over thousands of stories of Muslim violence. And let's cherry pick an event that is white people violence. And let's amp that up. I mean, please tell me you see what they're trying to do there. Then you also have fuck Republicans, because these are white people in Texas. I'm guessing they're not college kids in Austin. I'm guessing they're Republican. And I'm guessing they're Christian. And wouldn't you know it, they're American. So it's fuck America, defend Muslims, distract from talking about Muslim violence, fuck white people, cover this story, and let's pretend it's super important. Now, if they work the word Iraq into this, if you can take a biker gang fight in Waco, Texas and mention Iraq, I might pass out. I might actually lose consciousness. And as far as fuck the cops, they might not be able to get to that on this video. Just wait for the next video. It's coming. It is coming. Oh, it's coming.
A shocking video has surfaced of a sergeant by the name of James Brown who was in Waco, Texas, turning himself in for a DUI. Now, he was supposed to serve 2 days behind bars because of his DUI, but for some reason, there was some indication by the prison guards there that he needed to serve 7 days. So apparently he called his wife and let his wife know that she needed to come over with some money so he can pay the bail and get out of there. Well, unfortunately, he never got out of there because he was met with such brutality that he unfortunately lost his life while he was behind bars. Now, this was video that was obtained exclusively by KFox 14. They did an amazing investigation into this. Democracy Now! Also has more details into this story. We have video showing you what happened. It is graphic, so take a quick look at that, and then we'll discuss.
The video shows something happened which caused Brown to bleed in his cell. When he refuses to speak with guards, a team in riot gear storms in and swarms on top of him, while he repeatedly says he can't breathe and appears not to respond.
Again, I am recording this before they did this. Before. Because I know how they think. They are simple-minded. They're obvious. I didn't watch the Young Turks. I watched the Young Turks after the Sam Harris debacle on Bill Maher. It doesn't take long before you can pick up the trend. This is not a riddle. This is not some grand puzzle. This is pathetically obvious. Yes, Young Turks, once again, you've disgraced yourself. You've outed yourself as a total fraud. This is just people creating noise on the internet with no credentials whatsoever, with no legitimacy, with not a shred of integrity. These people are just spin machines who spit out over-the-top propaganda of such an outlandish nature that it would make Joseph Goebbels blush.